Well, I messed up the sound on this video, so I guess I'm going to have to do a voiceover. Anyway, that's a picture of the 53 Mercury as it was. And here we are on a nice sunny day in December on the 18th, and I'm doing a little bit more cleaning on the 53 Mercury. What I'm doing here is a combination of steel wool and diesel fuel, which is working pretty well to remove the lichen and rust that has accumulated in the past 60 odd years. So it's doing a pretty good job here. Nice and warm, working in the sun. I think the temperature was in the 20s Fahrenheit and completely out of the wind. So it's good conditions here in the afternoon. So I went to work here with this steel wool, and it's doing a major improvement on the badly rusted and stained finish. I expect eventually, once it's cleaned up and the weather warms up, I'm going to spray the surface with some clear varnish or lacquer, whatever they call that stuff. It's the same that I used on the front fenders of the 52 back in the summer, and that worked well. Give a nice shiny finish to protect the surface from rust and preserve the natural undisturbed look. Here's the old Saskatchewan Canadian Auto Association sticker that survived. It's kind of an interesting bit of memorabilia that's retained from the 1950s or 60s possibly. I haven't done too much work on the rear bumper as of yet. It's got a little bit of staining from the exhaust, but otherwise not bad. The windows are filthy, some type of insect residue on the inside. I did eventually use steel wool on it, and the glass shined up really well. Now that roof is going to take some work with the turtle rubbing compound. I know I can improve on it quite a bit, but it's going to have a few little spots in it. Now here we see the damage. Somebody installed a hitch on here, and I guess at the time it was a good idea bolting that hitch to the bumper, but now it makes it a little hard to repair, because I eventually want to remove that hitch. I'll have to find a bolt to fit in the hole to fill it in. I think I found a few of those nice shiny chrome plated round-headed carriage bolts in the trunk, and I'm hoping to put that in there to fill the hole after I remove the hitch. Obviously this old car was used to tow some type of a trailer. I don't know what size or capacity, but the most interesting part under here is the massive dent in the fuel tank. At some point in its life, this car was backed over something pretty hard and sticking up high enough to dent the fuel tank. In fact, it goes right through into the floor of the trunk. If you open the lid and look in, there's actually a dent bulging up the floor of the trunk. So I imagine the fuel capacity is somewhat lower. So by this point, you can see the CAA sticker still looking good. And I'm getting to the point where I'll go over it with the oily diesel rag to dry it off, and then I think we'll call it good. Anyway, that's the end of this one. Stay tuned, to be continued. Thanks for watching.